Uh, Coming out of the gym tonight, got me a little bit of cardio in, as much as I can do with my back. Got me a hot shower, cleaned up, fresh, clean clothes, feel good. And again, I was approached by a young lady, 27, 26, 27. And it happens a fair amount. And I'm not bragging or boasting. I'm making a point here. I asked her, and, I worked up the courage, and I said, look, I said, I'm married 24 years, separated for 6, in the process of getting a divorce. And I said, the talking to women romantically, besides my wife, is just absolutely, totally new to me. I said, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't want to look like a creeper. I'm confused. And, why am I primarily being approached by young women in their 20s and late 20s and early 30s? And she said, do you want to know the truth? And I said, yeah. She said, you're clean, you're neat, you're in good shape. She said, more than once, I've watched you hold the door open coming in and out of the gym and let women walk ahead of you or hold it. She said, I even watched you one day when it was raining, hold the door open, and you stood there in the rain so that a lady could hurry up and dash inside. And she said, you take care of yourself. She said, more than once I've heard, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, please, thank you, and you're welcome. And she said, my generation just, for the most part, doesn't have that. She said the guys don't want to take care of themselves. They're not polite. They don't put the lady first. And she said the guys mid-40s on up, they do. And she said, you fall in that category. She said, you just seem like an all-around nice guy. And I told her, I said, well, I appreciate it. And again, I'm not bragging or boasting. I'm being honest. And she said, you just seem like a nice guy. And she said, if guys in my generation, her generation, 20s, 30s, don't change their ways, clean up, get in shape, learn some manners, learn to be respectful, she said they're going to find out that a lot of women in their 20s and 30s and 40s are dating older guys because we want to be treated respectfully. She said the age of getting angry if a man held the door open for you, she said that's long gone. She said it just thrills my heart when a man holds the door open for me and lets me go ahead, or lets me go in a building, or I hear please, thank you. She said when I smell a little bit of cologne instead of BO, she said it just makes a big, big difference. And she said you fall into that category. And she said you're going to see more of it. She said, and I said, well, my confidence is gaining. I said, but sometimes, it's strange to me to, to be approached by younger women. I said, but I knew there had to be something, and I was curious, and I just didn't have the courage to speak up and ask. But I appreciate everything that you've got to say. So guys, especially my guys, late 30s, 40s, 50s, stay clean, stay neat, stay in shape. Keep on holding those doors open. Keep on with the please, thank you, and you're welcomes. Keep on putting women first. Keep on keeping on. I mean, if your wife doesn't want you anymore, if she thinks that you need to be kicked to the curb because you're too nice of a guy. And, I have heard some women say, well, there's more to life than being a nice guy. There's more to life than bringing me a coffee or bringing me food or being polite. Well, there is. There definitely is. And the young women are seeing it. So, y'all have a good night. Take care. Clean up. Get in shape. Stay polite. The world is ours, guys. All we got to do is just take advantage of it. Y'all have a good night.